Most people completely misunderstand what it actually takes to register a company in Oman, and because of that misunderstanding, they either assume it is only for large Gulf investors with massive capital, or they assume it is a quick offshore-style setup you can complete in a few clicks, only to discover a structured, highly organized legal system that sits somewhere in between simplicity and strict regulatory control. And here's the surprising truth. Oman is one of the most stable and strategically located business hubs in the Gulf region, offering access to Middle Eastern, African and Asian markets, strong government-backed economic diversification programs, and a modernized company registration system designed to attract foreign investors, but only if you understand how the process actually works step by step. Now, imagine this. Michael, a 39-year-old entrepreneur from Chicago, runs a mid-sized logistics consulting business. He helps companies optimize shipping routes, customs clearance strategies, and supply chain operations across international markets. Business is going well, but Michael is thinking bigger. He wants a strategic base in the Gulf region, somewhere politically stable, business-friendly, and connected to global trade routes. While researching, Oman keeps coming up. Stable economy, strong infrastructure development, strategic location near shipping lanes, and a government actively pushing foreign investment under Vision 2040. At first, Michael assumes forming a company there will be simple. He thinks it will be similar to registering an LLC in the United States. But when he starts researching, reality becomes more complex. He encounters terms like limited liability company structure, Ministry of Commerce, Industry and Investment Promotion, foreign ownership percentages, capital requirements, and commercial registration certificates. And suddenly, what looked like a straightforward expansion becomes a structured legal process he does not fully understand. And this is exactly where most people pause. But what Michael doesn't realize yet is that Oman's company formation system is actually very logical, highly organized, and designed for clarity once you understand the sequence. And that is exactly what we are going to break down in this guide, step by step, clearly, practically, in a way that makes everything understandable, even if you have never dealt with Gulf region business setup before. But here's where things get interesting. Before you even talk about registering an LLC in Oman, you need to understand something fundamental. In Oman, the most common structure used by foreign investors is actually called a limited liability company, often abbreviated as LLC, but it operates under specific ownership and regulatory rules, depending on the activity and foreign participation level. And here's the key idea most beginners miss. Oman is not an offshore shortcut jurisdiction. It is a regulated onshore economy with structured foreign investment rules, designed to encourage real economic activity rather than paper companies. Now this is where Sarah enters the story. Sarah is an international business formation consultant specializing in Gulf countries. She meets Michael after he spends several days trying to interpret conflicting information online. Michael is confused. Some sources say foreigners can own companies freely. Others say local partners are required. Some mention capital requirements. Others talk about licensing restrictions depending on business activity. And Sarah tells him something that changes everything. You are not dealing with guesswork. You are dealing with a structured government system. Once you understand the framework, everything becomes predictable. And that is the turning point. Because Oman's company registration process is governed by the Ministry of Commerce, Industry and Investment Promotion, often referred to as MOSI. And once you understand how this authority controls the process, everything becomes clearer. But here's the first major reality check Michael encounters. You cannot just register a company instantly and start operating the same day. There is a structured approval process involving name reservation, license approval, capital verification, and commercial registration. At first, Michael feels slightly overwhelmed. But Sarah reassures him. This is not bureaucracy for the sake of complexity. This is controlled economic structuring. And that distinction changes how Michael sees everything. Because now he understands this is not a shortcut system. It is a regulated investment system. And that leads to the first step, choosing the business activity. In Oman, your company structure, licensing requirements, and even ownership rules depend heavily on your selected business activity. Michael initially wants to register as a general consulting firm. But Sarah advises caution. In Oman, your activity determines your legal pathway. Choose carefully before anything else. So Michael defines his business as logistics and supply chain consulting with international advisory services. And this becomes important later. But here's where things get interesting. Once the activity is defined, the next step is trade name reservation. This is where you submit potential company names for approval through the government system. Michael suggests names like Global Gulf Logistics Solutions, LLC. But Sarah explains something important. Names in Oman must align with licensing rules and cannot mislead or conflict with existing entities. So he adjusts his approach and submits simpler, compliant names. And now comes the waiting phase. But here's where emotional tension builds. Because until the name is approved, nothing else can proceed. Michael refreshes his email repeatedly, wondering if something went wrong. But Sarah keeps him grounded. This is normal. The system is verifying availability and compliance. And then the name is approved. And that unlocks the next stage. But here's where things become more structured. Next comes drafting the Articles of Association. This is one of the most important legal documents in the entire process. It defines ownership, capital contribution, management structure, and operational rules. At first, Michael assumes it is just paperwork. But Sarah stops him. This document defines your legal reality in Oman. It is not optional detail, it is structural law. And that moment changes everything. Because now Michael understands that this is not just registration. It is legal architecture. He carefully defines ownership percentages and management authority. And this is where another key insight appears. Foreign ownership rules in Oman have been significantly liberalized in recent years, especially under economic reforms, allowing 100% foreign ownership in many sectors, although some strategic industries may still require local participation or special approvals. And that flexibility opens opportunities for Michael. But here's where things get even more important. Once documents are prepared, they are submitted to the Ministry for approval and licensing. And this is where compliance review begins. Michael enters a waiting period. And uncertainty returns. But Sarah reframes it. This is not delay. This is validation. Your structure is being reviewed for legal alignment. And that helps Michael stay focused. Then approval arrives. The company is officially registered and issued a commercial registration certificate. And for a moment, everything feels complete. But here's where most people misunderstand the process. Registration is not the final step. It is only the foundation. Because after incorporation there are still operational requirements. And this is where Emily enters the story. Emily is another entrepreneur who successfully registered a company in a Gulf country, but assumed she could immediately begin operations without completing additional licensing steps. But she quickly discovered she needed municipality approvals, tax registration, and sector-specific licenses before operating legally. And that delay cost her months. Michael learns from that situation. He immediately proceeds to tax registration and municipal licensing, where applicable. And this is where the structure becomes even clearer. Company formation leads to commercial registration. Commercial registration leads to tax compliance. Tax compliance leads to banking access. And each step builds on the previous one. But here's where things get even more practical. Opening a corporate bank account in Oman requires detailed documentation, including incorporation papers, shareholder identification, proof of address, business activity description, and compliance verification. And banks in Oman are known for strict due diligence. Michael prepares carefully. No inconsistencies. No missing documents. Everything aligned. And slowly, the system responds. Approval progresses. And what once felt like a complex foreign system starts to feel like a structured, predictable framework. But here's the deeper insight most people never fully understand. Oman's LLC system is not designed for speed alone. It is designed for economic stability, foreign investment control, and long-term business credibility within a growing Gulf economy. And once you understand that, everything makes sense. Now imagine Michael, one final time. A few months later, he is operating his logistics consulting business through his Oman LLC. He is working with regional partners, exploring Gulf trade opportunities, and building a structured international presence. What once felt like a complicated legal process now feels like a strategic gateway into one of the most stable and rapidly developing regions in the world. And that is the identity shift. From confused entrepreneur to structured global operator. From uncertainty to clarity. From complexity to system-based thinking. But before we finish, there is one final question. What mistakes do most people make when registering a company in Oman? And the answer is consistent. They assume it is instant. They underestimate licensing requirements. They ignore activity-based regulations. And they try to skip compliance steps. But now you understand something most beginners do not. Oman is not complicated. It is structured. And when you follow that structure step by step, the process becomes not only manageable, but strategically powerful. So if you are considering starting a company in Oman, the most important takeaway is this. Respect the regulatory sequence. Choose your activity wisely. Follow compliance requirements properly. Because once you do, you gain access to one of the most stable, strategically located, and investment-friendly economies in the Gulf region. And what once looked complex becomes a clear pathway to international expansion. If you found this guide helpful and want more deep, practical breakdowns of global business setups like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Because the more you understand these systems, the more confidently you can move through global opportunities that most people never even attempt. And now, you are no longer looking at Oman's company registration process as a barrier. You are seeing it as a structured gateway into regional and global business expansion. And that changes everything.